All right. Hey everyone, it's Richard Solomon here again. And I thought I'd quickly do another installment in the Ph.D. Chronicles. So good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day, depending on where you are in the world and what time you're looking at this. I want to send a shout out to my friends in the Cayman Islands. Lovely little islands nation. I don't know if that's correct, but multiple islands in the Caribbean. I think the population is around, is it about 65,000 people? And 7 Mile Beach is probably one of the most beautiful beaches you'll ever see in your lifetime. I've seen quite a few of them. Certainly Grand Anse in Grenada rivals 7 Mile Beach, but Grand Anse doesn't have the amount of sort of length of the beach, whereas 7 Mile Beach, I don't know if it's actually 7 miles, but it is a beautiful beach. So shout out to all my friends in Cayman, CUC, my friends in the civil service of the Cayman Islands, Cayman National. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. All right, so another installment in these PhD Chronicles. I thought I'd make a video. This one is not so much of a chronicle, but someone asked me about how do you know if a PhD or a doctorate is real? And because accreditation is what we go by, but accreditation in different parts of the world works very differently. So I thought I'd make a video about that. This is not by any means advice. I'm not saying that I sort of have all the information about how do you know if a qualification is real, is solid. But I'm just going based on my own reading, the other information I've gotten over the time that I've been researching different degrees, and yeah. So if this helps you, great. By all means, you would want to investigate in your own country or in the country of origin what is considered to be an acceptable level of accreditation in your country and in the country of origin that degree might be coming out of. All right, so how do you know? Well, there are a few telltale signs that you want to look out for. Let's start with some simple ones. If you go on a website and there's information about a program, but you notice that the pictures of the people on there look like they're all not staged, but they're all like stock pictures that you can get on a website, that's a big telltale sign. Usually what universities do is they put pictures of real student, real staff, real admin people, real faculty on there, so that those are the people who you see pictured there in libraries. They're sitting on the lawn, they may be in a classroom, a lecture hall, something like that. So if you don't see things like that look real, then that might be something for you to question. Secondly, and I'm going with the simple ones first. If you go on a website and there are grammatical errors in the copy, the words that are used to talk about the university, to talk about the site itself, I would be a little bit concerned about that. Of course, if the native language of that institution is not English or whatever language you're reading it in, then you may want to dig a little bit deeper. But it's usually a telltale sign if you look at an academic website or a paper or a journal for that matter, and there are grammatical errors on there. Academia does a lot of writing and they make a lot of effort to make sure their words are correct and they're used properly. So that should tell you something about the institution. So those are two easy ones. Let's go to some harder ones. If you can finish the program in a very short period of time, you may want to take a second or a third or a fourth look at that. If it's too quick, then maybe it might not be something that you can grab. I'll tell you why. these things take time. If you're doing a doctoral program, it's going to take some time. At the very least, most doctorates, I shouldn't say most, at the very least, you're talking about 2 years, and 2 years is blisteringly fast. Most institutions will tell you you need at least 3, and sometimes it takes a lot more. So again, if you see a program that promises that you can be done in 18 months or 12 months or something like that, I'm not here to say that they're wrong, or I'm not here to say that it can't be done, but I'll say you may want to look at that a little bit more critically, because that's a bit fast. So finished in short time. Now, there's a debate on price. You can't judge price alone, and you can't say, well, it's too cheap, so it's no good. You can't go that direction, because there are places in the world where PhDs are free, you don't pay. All right, as a matter of fact, you get a bursary, right? You find those in Europe. I saw at least one in South Africa where you get a bursary. In the US, of course, doctoral programs are very expensive. I think similarly in the UK. Here in Trinidad, it really does range quite a lot. But price is not really something to go off of. Now, the big thing about knowing whether your program is worth its salt is accreditation. Accreditation is a quality standard that some accrediting body has given. A quality standard that the accrediting body says this program meets our accreditation standards. Usually that is going to be for a period of time. So you have program accreditation. This is where the program itself that you're investigating, that you're interested in, is accredited. Then you have institutional accreditation, where the institution that is granting the program is accredited. Now, you can have programs being offered by institutions that do not have institutional accreditation, but what they have is program accreditation. So that's very possible. There are also programs that can be offered by, you can have institutions that are offering